Another use case for these chatbots that are built on Hal9 could use data, structured data like CSVs or databases. And I want to show you in this video a very simple example of a chatbot that uses CSV files to generate code and deploy code, again, using Hal9 for the user to have an insight about that file. So if you want to use the chatbot, it's called CSV Analyzer. You can find it under the Explore tab and also on our main website if you scroll down into the example section. And you can see here this chatbot is asking us for a CSV. I'm going to select one of the CSV files that I have here. This is synthetic data, so we're not going to expose any confidential information from anyone. This is data that simulates advertisement data, like campaigns and the like. So the chatbot is asking me, hey, please describe the dashboard you want me to build from this file. So I'm going to say like, hey, please create some graphs of our ads expenses. And I'm playing the role of a business user. Let's imagine that I'm the, head of marketing or whatever. And this chatbot you can read here is generating a Streamlit app. If you don't know what is Streamlit is a Python library that allows you to create interactive applications on Python, the programming language. So in this response, the chatbot will use that library to generate code and create something interactive. We can read here that is going to create a bar chart for each advertiser, a pie chart, line chart. Scatterplot is writing a bunch of code here and is deploying that code here on my chat. I can open this application on another tab. I'm going to open it here so we can see it better. And basically, this is the, do you remember when I was talking about the assets, the asset manager from Hal9? This would be an example of an asset. No, the chatbot, the CSV Analyzer, that's a chatbot that I was talking to. That chatbot generated an asset that is an app or a dashboard, however you want to call it, that is being executed and deployed on Hal9. So we're just waiting for this to finish loading. And if I wanted to edit this asset in particular, I can switch to the code tab here. I'm going to do it once it's finished to show you that you can validate the code. You yourself, you could do it, or also maybe if you're not the expert in terms of that database in your team, you could ask someone else to check that code and verify that everything is what you would expect. This is taking more than I expect. Okay, so I'm going to see it here. I'm going to show it to you here. This is the application that got generated. We can see here total budget by advertiser. Again, remember this is synthetic data, so we only have that one advertiser. That's Acme Corp. Budget distribution. We can see that it's almost the same image, video, text, and different campaigns here. This is the best campaign, summer sale. And yeah, if we switch to the code tab here, you can see the code behind that application. So if you're an expert on this database, you can make sure that we're using the proper, columns, whatever calculations to power this answer. And you can also continue the conversation here. You can say, for example, hey, please change the color of the bar chart. To red. You can ask for changes like this, no? And the chatbot will modify the code and redeploy it with the changes that you requested here. So again, this is an example of the kind of things that you can do. Remember that everything that is executed or deployed on Hal9 is secure and running on your cloud. So this program that we are looking at right here that is using data about your budgets, and like that's obviously confidential information, this would be running on your own cloud securely and under your supervision. And most importantly, is not being shared with any other company that could use it to train data and potentially leak it outside your organization. So yeah, this would be an example of a use case of a chatbot that uses your own data and that is deploying code that is being generated by the LLM. So we can see here the bar chart now is red as I requested, and everything else is the same that we saw up here. So yeah, this is an example that you can play with. You can open this chatbot from our website. You can upload a CSV file and play with it. On the next videos, I will show more complex examples of the kind of things that you can build with Hal9 using your own data and also deploying on your own website. This is just a quick example of how you can upload files and process them and generate code, deploy it, so you can get a sense of the kind of things that you can do. But ultimately, we can do more complex stuff. So hope to see you there.